Someone said, Daddy Freeze, you're still talking on Nigeria Info. Of course. I talk there every single weekday except Fridays. And it's a show called Live and Dangerous. You should join us. Now, Twitter ban. I waited till almost midnight before I could talk about this because, you know, it's a tough one. And with the situation of the nation the way it is, I don't want to say anything that would be inciting. However, at the same time, I must bring to light what is really going on. And I'm not going to be a judge. I'm just going to ask you guys these questions. I saw a post on Gazette NGR. However, I've not seen the post anywhere else. It says, Twitter ban. Malami has assured Adeboye others will be prosecuted, says Lai Mohammed. This was done today, and I cannot verify the authenticity of this claim because I can only see it on one page. So I stand corrected if Malami did not say this. I stand corrected. You know? Now, Pastor Adeboye tweeted earlier on today, and this was the content of his tweet. According to the RCCG, the tweet was, RCCG tweets are in accordance to UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights. That was Pastor Adeboye on Twitter. Pastor Kumuyi also issued a disclaimer about tweeting despite tweeting ban. And I'm going to read his tweet to you in the exact words. Pastor William F. Kumuyi. In view of the Twitter ban in Nigeria, please note that the content shared on this handle is targeted at a global audience in more than 5 continents and over 100 nations, and we share the content from any of these locations. Now, I understand this. A church like Redeem has Redeem America, has enough branches in America, enough branches in Europe. Same thing with churches like Deeper Life. So if we all know, I'm not sure Pastor Adeboye has ever tweeted a tweet by himself. It is a media manager. Even I have media managers that manage Daddy Freeze. It's just that I have more time to do social media than they do. So I'm not sure they've ever composed a tweet before. They probably will say, hey, you, go and tweet this for me. So, if they have Twitter handlers across the world, it wouldn't really be illegal if somebody in Ukraine tweeted from Adeboye's handle, for instance, or from WF Kumuyi's handle. Would we say it was breaking the ban? Let's be honest. If I had Free Nation in the US, for instance, and someone was handling my Daddy Freeze account, and the person tweeted from the US, and you can trace this tweet that it actually came in from the US, because you can trace location of tweets. Would you say that I did something contrary to what the government instructed? Let's discuss. Ada, Over to you. What do you think?
Much as I've been avoiding this topic, it's here now. I think
Yes, a lot of people don't want to talk about this Twitter ban, and understandably so. I understand. Oh, yes, it's a very sensitive issue right now, especially in Nigeria. However, it is the reality of our existence. Pastor Kumuyi raised a point. He said, okay, our Instagram handle, or sorry, our Twitter handle is targeted at a global audience, and we tweet from 100 plus locations across the world. Would it be a crime if somebody uses, you see, internet laws are not black and white like other laws. Do you understand? In Nigeria, you are supposed to drive on what side of the road again? On the right side of the road. And your car is left-hand drive. In the UK, you're supposed to drive on the left side of the road and the car is right-hand drive. In Nigeria, you can't drive on the wrong side of the road. Those are laws that are regional. In South Africa, for instance, they drive on the same side of the road as the US, as the UK, I beg your pardon. And same thing with Japan. They all drive on the right side, on the left side of the road, and their cars are right hand. But you see, when it comes to this global village and social media, are the rules and regulations really so straightforward?
that's actually a very, very vital question. I mean, considering the fact that most people are not just Nigerian citizens, they have dual citizenship, and it's going to be hard to actually control that. It's not everyone that's going to spend 365 days here in Nigeria. So what then happens? Is it that they'll be arresting anybody who is in Nigeria whenever the person tweets, irrespective of the person's present location?
When was the last time you tweeted?
What? That you read?
No, I'm asking you, when was the last time you tweeted?
Recently.
How recently?
I can't recall.
Did you tweet today?
No.
Yesterday?
That you read?
I have the right to ask you now.
Really? Well, I can't remember, but I know I saw your tweet. Twitter from Toronto. Yeah, you went from Toronto. It's very possible.
After that, me, I've left the Twitter for them. I can't shout.
So you traveled out, but didn't think you're back. You went from Toronto.
I can't shout. I've left the Twitter for them. I've left it. To be fair, Twitter is the least of my social media. I have a bit of a following there. I have about 340,000 followers.
Okay.
But the Twitter, I find it difficult to express myself in 149 characters. So I'm not really a Twitter person. I'm a talkative. You understand? So I struggle with Twitter. I've always struggled with it. You know, there's some people who are really good at it.
It's really going to affect so many businesses. I mean,
Yeah. If it were Instagram, it would have been worse for me. I'm a big Instagram person. And after Instagram, YouTube, and then Facebook. You understand? Twitter. Yes?
there are certain influencers that you get, and then they'll want you to, post on Instagram and Twitter. But no.
Me, they've never, I think I've only made money from Twitter maybe 2 or 3 times in my entire life. Not up to 5 times, yeah. I don't make money on Twitter, it's more Instagram. That pay me to go and what is it called? Influence now, Instagram for me. Not even Facebook, not even YouTube. But sometimes people come with a package because I have like this whole package. If you want it across all my social media, I'll include Twitter for you, but I don't remember anyone ever coming and wanting Twitter. Someone said, well, Instagram and Facebook is next.
Exactly.
Then we hit the road, Jack. Ah,
What road?
we hit the road, though.
I think
That's what I remember. I have red passport. Ah,
just like the Lagos State governor said, according to him, it's not
they are
about
going to arrest Lagos State Governor too if they are going to continue in this light.
so according to him, they're going to have a meeting about this. They'll definitely sit down and talk about it, and then reconsider some decisions. And I just hope that happens because I think we really do need Twitter. I've benefited from Twitter before, so it's quite painful that such a great platform is being taken away from the Nigerian youth. It's that
Hmm.
that I am here working with you today that it's from Twitter.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How?
I haven't said that before, but okay, I made a tweet, I think 2 years ago. Happy Father's Day, something like that. But I was like, Happy Father's Day to the women as well who are responsible. Being a father is not just about having a male organ. And Mr. Femi Obon Daniels liked the tweet, he retweeted it, and then followed me back. Then I hit him up. I was like, hey, this is what I do, and I would love to, apply and work here. And he was like, all right, send a demo form, which I did, and he was like, oh, cool, come for interview. And that was it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that was
So
what I
Twitter. I'm sure Twitter too must have done something for me. It's just that so far, and I can't remember. Instagram was where I started the Free Nation. Instagram is where I started preaching from. Then I moved to YouTube. Then eventually I moved to Facebook. So Instagram for me is more pivotal. Yeah. Then, but of course, I would still like to have my Twitter account. But will I go and download VPN because of Twitter? Nah. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Not because I'm such a law-abiding citizen, but because I'm not really a Twitter person. I struggle with Twitter. Eh?
Okay, think of this. Okay, now that's that they're going to be arresting people using it. And I asked, how are they going to know the users?
It's very easy now. The last time you tweeted, do you know I'm not on Twitter now, but I'm sure if I went to your account, I can tell the last time you tweeted.
So how would they go there if you are not there as well?
And they will be there now with VPN and be looking for you too. Do you understand?
Okay, just
Uh, if police won't catch person wey dey sell igbo, no be igbo the two of them go dey smoke.
okay.
Na so 5 people sit down one day, the person say, he take one puff, he say inspiration, give am to the second person. The second person say satisfaction. He give am to the third person say revelation. He can't give am to the fourth person say all of you to the station.
Okay, that is what I should
So now some police too go do now. Next time go sit down with you, they go they do the inspiration with you. Pause me, all of you to the station. Una mama, baba yayin.
February past 12, February.
Hmm.
So I think we continue with this topic tomorrow. And also play the audio from the state governor. What do you think?
You could play the audio from the state governor as we sign out. At least we know we are covered by our governor, just in case they want to come and pick me and you tomorrow.
I said nothing, I just asked the person.
You that you are still tweeting, no need to talk. If they just come and carry me, I just show them, see, it's Adeboye. That's her, she's been tweeting.
When I said recently. I thought I think I've
Oh yeah.
I am looking for the video. Okay, it's here. So listen to this guy.
With all of the responsibility that I have, and try manage because he would have the prognosis and the security information that I do not have.
There are issues that can be resolved.
It's not a ban, it's a suspension, like they say. I told you.
So it's not a ban, it's a suspension, like they've said.
Multimedia users of that microblogger here.
Our governor don't know. If they arrest our governor, I'm not there.
That's the Lagos State governor, Patrick so
Babajide, wo ni Babatunde? Ọmọ governor rẹ ni. Absolutely. If Twitter had an office in Nigeria, Lagos State Governor, if Lagos State Governor talks, I bet we are covered under some level of immunity. At least nobody me and you talk am, that governor talk am. So guys, see you tomorrow. Ada, see you tomorrow. Stay out of Twitter. I can't shout to. The one that I really want them to ban is WhatsApp. Like my family members will say, WhatsApp. That one, they should ban it. Taste buds go vex with me. WhatsApp. WhatsApp na be infodemic. The pandemic of false information na be WhatsApp. That one, if they won't ban, I agree. We will be using Twitter. Oh, they banned Twitter. Sorry. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right. So the question I asked earlier on was if Pastor Kumuyi or Pastor Adeboye tweet from their handle from any country in the world, would that be wrong? Now let me ask you a question. If I'm an American, okay, like I'm Romanian, if I travel to Romania, and Romania there's no ban on Twitter, so I start tweeting, is it that once I enter Nigeria, as I enter the Nigerian airport, they will just arrest me and say, you have been tweeting? But I was in Romania, and Romanian people did not say I should not tweet, and I'm half Romanian. I'm a Romanian citizen. I'm entitled to everything the Romanian government offers its citizens, including Twitter. Romanian government offers Twitter to its citizens. I collected it. Am I going to be in trouble for that too? I don't know. Let's know all these things, so just in case tomorrow they say, hey, you'll be able to defend yourself. So Pastor Adeboye and Pastor Kumuyi raised very vital questions. If their tweets are from UN approved, like Pastor Adeboye suggested, or Pastor Kumuyi said, if somebody is using his account to tweet from another part of the world to their global audience, would that be a ban? Would that be affected by the ban? Ask yourself. Or maybe we should pray about it as we're going to bed this night. Let God give us revelation. Or maybe our government can explain things to us better. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all, and I want you to have a lovely night's rest, and see you tomorrow on Live and Dangerous. And if I have the strength to, because I've been online too many times today, if I have the strength to, I'll catch you online too. Love ya, love ya, love ya, love ya, love ya. Bye. Bye, guys.